Stay away from those cheap China dump trailers that put the batteries under. Like, that's ridiculous. Imagine your battery dies. You got to lift up the trailer. How are you going to lift it up? The biggest thing I love about shopping with smaller dealers is you typically get way better prices because you're buying directly from the manufacturer. If someone is telling you that they can tarp this trailer faster and raise it by themselves than all these gadgets, they're lying to you. There's no way. Like, this is like efficiency to the full potential. You know how people say money talks? This is how money talks. Literally, efficiency. What's up, you guys? Andre here with ZbWKwL Trades. I got this sexy trailer behind me right now. Sorry, I haven't made a video on it for probably a week since I got it. That's really just because I haven't been using it as much as I'd like to. I want to say I dumped 2 loads myself with this trailer, and I had a buddy rent it for tree work and he did 1 load. I'll include that video in here, that way you guys can see it at work, and I'll include the load I did today at the landfill. But man, this thing is such a beast. And honestly, I wasn't too happy with the automatic tarp in the beginning because I didn't have to pay for it, but also it's kind of like, I don't want to just say that, oh, this tarp is great because I didn't have to pay for it. But I was honestly pretty disappointed in it just because I was thinking that it's going to get caught up a bunch of times and just rip. I won't be able to adjust it as much. And after I did my first load with it, that was really my experience, and I was kind of disappointed. I did it today, and oh my goodness, it was a lifesaver because I did a bunch of like crap, like bushes and just miscellaneous crap mixed with barbed wire and stuff like that, and it was a pain to load. But these 3-foot walls made it super easy to load, so it was very convenient. And then the tarp was just absolutely phenomenal because it did not get stuck at all. And if I had the manual tarp, I guarantee you it would get stuck because the manual tarp, it pushes down on it, but this thing, whenever it lifts up, I'll have it lifted up a bit and show you guys, it basically skips all the load you have. So I know a bunch of people are driving down the road with them bent and beat to crap, especially like college hunks and all these junk haulers, because I just believe they don't take care of them. But I'm going to try to take care of this tarp, and I'm going to hope it lasts me because I don't want my bars being all bent. I'm sure if you guys are in this business, you guys see those haulers driving around with automatic tarps and they're just beat to crap. I think if you take care of it, it'll take care of you, honestly. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how much I paid for this dump trailer, what is it worth, and do I recommend getting every single upgrade I got. Specifically, I don't know how much these new ramps cost. Typically, they come with shorter ramps, which are, I think, 5'3", 5 foot and 3 inches. I think these ones I'm running 7 feet right now, so they're really heavy. I think they charge maybe an extra $100 or $200 for them. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to ask them. And I don't know exactly how much the 14-ply tire difference is because my other one was 10-ply tires. I think it's $500, maybe $1,000, but I think it's $500 for some reason. This tarp right here is $2,000. It is a ton of money compared to the OEM one that I think is $400 when they put it on the trailers, because they do the tarp, spare tire, and ramps, $1,000. This tarp alone is $2 grand, so it's expensive. And honestly, it's not worth it for everyone. It just really depends what you're doing with this trailer. Now, if you're an older gentleman, yes, this tarp is going to keep you much safer than a younger guy running across this thing, tarping it fast. But even the young guys, they end up hurting themselves. But you know, you just want to minimize your risk. And if you're older and you're still doing a dump trailer hustle and all that stuff, probably want to get the tarp. Just that way you're not, you know, you don't have to worry about jumping on this thing, tarping it. You're being safer, and it's all about safety. I can't tell you how fast I was able to dump today at the landfill, how fast I connected my trailer. This hydraulic jack right here is a gadget, man, but it's such a good gadget. Like, check that out. Look how fast that's going down. You're going to be cranking this for a long time to get it to go this fast. Like, this is fast. I hooked up this trailer in no time this morning. I know it doesn't sound like a crazy big deal, but trust me, when you're unhooking from a trailer that you're cranking manually to hook up to this trailer, and you drop this one in like 5 seconds compared to a couple minutes, the time adds up. If you just have one trailer, I probably wouldn't get it unless you got the money for it, just because it's a $1,200 add-on. That costs money. And if you're starting out, every single dollar counts. When you're growing, then you want to start investing into stuff that makes you more efficient. Like, I was planning on getting that jack on my next trailer, which is this trailer, but I actually got sponsored, so I didn't have to pay for it. But now I can share my honest opinion. Would I get this electric tarp if I had to pay for it? Honestly, no. But that's me, because I can jump on these trailers. But I want to tell you guys what type of experiences I'm having with this thing. And like, do I enjoy it? I think this trailer is a total beast, man. It's definitely a special build. It's set up for a certain type of work, not any kind of work, which any kind of work can be done with it. But one thing that I don't like about this tarp is because it's still in the way with my dingo. You see, I wanted a 3-foot wall so I can come over here and load over this, but this is still in my way, which is fine. I can still load from here and, you know, up there, because I can reach over the 4-foot walls. It's just another thing I have to look out for to not hit and break it. But that's my fault, because I looked at trailers that were 4-foot walls running these automatic tarps, and I didn't catch that. But I went 3 foot, and obviously it leaves a gap right there. So it is what it is. It's my fault. But let me tell you guys this. The dealer owner was just such a nice person about it, because honestly, once I saw that, he saw my face. I wasn't too happy. I wasn't too excited. I was still very excited, but not like, you know, you're buying your first dump trailer excited, jumping up and down because you're so happy. And he was like, dude, if you don't want this trailer, we will sell it. People order these trailers all the time. So we don't have a problem having you get another trailer, and we can sell this one. And I was like, nah, don't worry, man. You know, it's not like it's that big of a deal. It's just the little things that I wasn't too fond of. But now I'm starting to like not think about them so much, just because this trailer is such a beast. If I really want, I can make the 4-foot walls on this trailer, and that's not going to be an issue no more, because it works with the 4-foot walls. It's just not as ideal because you can't crush down. But guess what? I don't think I really need to do that anymore, because I have the extended ramps. These 7-foot ramps, I believe I can just drive in with my mini skid steer, load everything from the front to the back, and then I will have, you know, the 4-foot walls. I can even go higher if I want, and I can fit a bunch more stuff in here. Plus, when we use this trailer on tree jobs, we can load super high with an excavator and just crush stuff down. And you can fit a lot more in this compared to a 14-footer. So I haven't had a job yet that needed the mini skid with this trailer, but I have one coming up, so I'm going to run it and see exactly how it goes. But I think, honestly, that this is not going to be a problem with the tarp. I just didn't want it in the way, which it is in the way, but it's not that big of a deal. For those of you worried, thinking that, oh, Andre's trying to sell you on all this stuff, the dealer's trying to sell you on all this stuff, guys, no, they don't try to sell you on anything. I was personally talking with the owner, and he agreed with me that the best trailer is the most basic trailer. Get that 14-footer for 10 grand and see. It's not fancy with all these cool things like this wireless remote. I love it, man. I love having it, but man, you don't need it. All these things, they're extra. If you don't have the money for them, don't get them. Because the best trailer is the most basic trailer. But these make you a lot more efficient. Like this allows you to raise the bed, drop the jack at the same time. It's not going to do it as fast. And this right here costs $600. It's expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money, but it's not a cheap little remote from China. This thing has a specific charger for it, so it's not on batteries. Hooked up right here to the trailer mounted. Got the antenna right there. I don't know from how far I can reach, but I can go far, and I can show you guys that it will still raise. I've went pretty far before when I tried it. I don't know what the limit is. I didn't really read the instructions, but I mean, how far do you need to get, you know? It works. I mean, I can't imagine you're going to be farther than this dumping. My favorite part about this remote is that you can dump from inside the truck. Let's say your landfill smells like crap that day or every day. Just go to the back door and open the doors, get back in the truck. Or a lot of landfills, they have prisoners working. You don't even have to get out of your truck now, honestly, because you can just flag one of them down. I'm not saying I don't do that, but you realistically can do this because they're over there to help you. So you can just say, hey, bro, go unlock the doors, and you just stay in your truck. Let's say you're on the phone and you just raise up the bed, drive forward, drop it back down. They'll close it for you. I don't do that, but you can if you need to. I personally love these back doors. I know a lot of guys complain that they don't have the double lock, which I complained about that to the dealer. Not really complained. I asked him why he doesn't do it, and he told me in the video. So if you guys want to know why, go watch the video when I was at their dealership talking to him. But what I really like about it is that you can lock both. Typically, when they both have locks, you can't lock only one door, which sucks because let's say you're loading stuff all the way to the full, and then you have like miscellaneous stuff you're dumping with the barrel. You don't have to like go over the top or anything like that. You can just literally bring it right here and have one door locked. That way nothing's sliding out, because if you have both doors open, guess what's gonna happen? Trash is gonna start sliding down. You're gonna have to pick it up. So personally, I really like the setup. Now, if you're gonna be using this door as a pry bar to push stuff through, yeah, you have a risk of snapping that weld. But it hasn't happened to me in the last 1.5 years. I do plan on making a video comparing all three of my dump trailers, because all of them three are a little bit different. What the dealer does is they take feedback from their customers, and if their customers tell them they can do something better, they're gonna do it for them. When Hammer rented my trailer, he used an excavator, scratched it with a bucket over here. It's fine, it's supposed to get scratched. You don't want paint over here because the paint doesn't let the trash slide as fast. One big upgrade I went on this thing, since I do plan on hauling very heavy with this trailer when we have logs and stuff. I don't want to risk bending this floor, breaking it through, so I went with 7-gauge floor. So this thing is a one piece. It's not two pieces like my other one, so it is an add-on. I think it costs $1,000 to upgrade to this floor. I'm not sure, ask the dealer, but I think it's roughly $1,000. And in my opinion, it's totally worth it if you're using these dump trailers to the full potential. Now, if you just plan on hauling junk is light. You don't need this. Just get this 10-gauge floor. It will do more than good for you. I have 10 gauges on my other ones, and they're perfect. But I wanted this one to be an absolute monster. Look how easy this door closes. Done. And then you just put the clip in here for safety. If you've never seen it, that's how it's done on these dump trailers. I'm not going to pull these ramps out. They're super heavy, so that's another thing you have to keep in mind. You don't want to be using them if you don't have to, because them suckers are heavy. I don't even know how much they weigh, but they're over 100 pounds each. Now, my favorite part about this trailer: 14-ply tires, 8K axles. This is where it's at if you're hauling heavy under CDL. You want this stuff. I actually got the trailer derated to 14K. If you need 10K, guys, they'll derate it to 10K for you. I'm like, 14 is good for me. Let me just do the 14. And they come with steps on both sides now, so it's super nice. You don't have to use the frame to hop up here, which it works, but this step is definitely nicer. Just look at your load, check it out. But I'm so excited to run these 8K axles on a load full of logs. That's why I went with the 3 foot walls. I don't need 4 foot walls when it's 16 foot, because I don't want to destroy the trailer or the truck, because that gets real heavy. I mean, it depends. If it's softwood, it's not as heavy, but if it's oak, that is some heavy stuff, man. And you definitely don't want to be dropping those. You want to come from the back, load them, push them forward, then you want to start dropping after you have a load in. Also, depends what type of machine you're using, because if you're using a full-size skid, you don't need to load from the back, because it reaches so high that you can just lower it to the ground, because you don't want to just drop them from the sky, because it's gonna put dents in it. I'm not gonna lie. This is what the box looks like. It is so much bigger than what they had on my first trailer. I like it a lot, but I still don't have that much space, because now I have all these gadgets in here. But if you don't have all these gadgets, you're gonna have more space in here, so keep that in mind. Battery, you can test how much your battery is. Super cool. I really like that, and I really like how the battery's in the toolbox. Stay away from those cheap China dump trailers that put the batteries under. Like, that's ridiculous. Imagine your battery dies, you got to lift up the trailer. How are you going to lift it up? You got to crawl under. Imagine, it's disgusting, and mud under. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. Get a trailer that you can have the battery right here, because if it ever dies, you can either have a hot wire from your truck or connect jumper cables directly to this, and just, you want to be clean. Don't work like a dog and, be messy. You want to be professional when you run your own business. If you're going to be, someone that just looks like does it for $50, you're going to only get $50 for your work. Now, if you're looking professional, like someone clean with a full wrap, I know I don't have a wrap or anything, so I'm not that professional. But if you have a full wrap and all that, that's how those guys are getting the top dollars, because they look professional, they're presentable, they shake the customer's hand. If you look like trash showing up to somebody's house, don't expect to get money, because they're probably not even going to want to shake your hand. The messier you are, the less you're going to get in this world. And guess what? This right here, that's also really nice. My other trailers don't have it, but this one does. So you don't have to worry about slamming this door down compared to my other one. If I would leave it up and I'd drive forward at the dump, because you have to haul out a little bit, put some pressure on it, because if you're just barely driving forward, if you have a crazy load and it's not perfectly leveled, it's going to get stuck. But if you give it a little bit of gas, it's just going to fly out. So I really like this feature that they added it. Same cost, nothing extra. They're improving these trailers and they're keeping the price the same. That's what I like. They're not, you know, oh, that costs $50 for them. They don't care. They're going to eat that $50, but they're going to give you a better trailer. So that's a big thing in my opinion. Also, I forgot, let me show you guys the tarp, how it works. I wish it was on the remote, but it's not, which is okay. You can come over here and do it. It is so fast. I love it. And let me stop soon and show you guys this. This is why I was worried that it's gonna catch, but man, it reaches so high that it literally skips everything. You're not gonna load anything that high, trust me. Another cool thing about this tarp is you can stop it wherever you want. And as you can see, it's higher than my 4-foot wall. So technically, I can load over the 4-foot walls. It'll be okay. You can adjust this thing how you want. Let's say you build up the sides on this. This is gonna be like a dump truck for chipping, because you know the chip trucks, they don't have back doors that close all the way to the top. They have it open so the chipper can shoot right through. You can literally back this trailer up to a chipper. If you have the 4-foot walls, I have 3-foot walls, so stuff will still fly out unless I tarp it, then I'll be cool. But I can literally do this, get a chipper in here, aim the chipper down, and just chip as much as I want. This is a long trailer. It's gonna hold a lot of chips. I have worked with a guy that had a chipper on another job site, and he had I think a 12-foot bed, and it fit quite a bit. This is 16, it's gonna fit a lot more. And this dump trailer will definitely dump it. It's got a telescopic lift. These things will lift anything, man. Now, I'm not gonna tell you to lift more than it says, but I know people that have lifted over 20,000 pounds with them. Not me, I'm not that crazy, but some people that, you know, were in a pinch, had to get it done in one trip, they did it. And honestly, if I had to do it in one trip and the landfill's far, I'd probably do the same thing, because you don't want to be running back and forth. If you got a heavy duty dump trailer, why not use it? But if it breaks, it's on you. Don't go around blaming the dealer. Why did my axle snap? Why did my frame bend? When you have way more loaded in the trailer than what it's built for. And for those wondering, the tarp goes much lower. Like, you don't have to worry about having this gap. I was worried about it in the beginning at the dealership, but after we adjusted the tarp, perfectly. And we forgot to tighten these, which sucks. I lost 2 nuts, but I tightened these, and I have 1 on each side, which is okay. It still works really good, but eventually I'm gonna get another nut for each side, just for safety reasons. But it stays really well. You don't have to worry about it, because you had to literally hit it with the hammer to adjust it. So I don't think it's ever gonna fly out, even without a nut in there. It's just kind of like a safety thing. I put you guys on a tripod because I don't have a fancy camera that allows me to zoom out like crazy. I'm recording all this stuff from my phone, but I want to show you guys the potential of this trailer right here. Now, I'm not showing off or anything, but this is some cool stuff, man. Like, check this out. If someone is telling you that they can tarp this trailer faster and raise it by themselves than all these gadgets, they're lying to you. There's no way. Like, this is like efficiency to the full potential. All you have to do is unlock those doors, go back over there, because I don't have the wireless. I mean, you can tell them to put, instead of the hydraulic jack, the tarp, which they will do. I made that mistake. I was thinking I'd need a hydraulic jack, but no, you don't need that. You only need that when you're disconnecting. So I regret not having this hooked up. I'm sure you can do it if you look into it. I'll probably end up figuring it out eventually, because I'd like to do both from the remote. That way I'm just like getting out of my truck, pressing a button, everything's going up on its own. But it's just so cool to have, man. Like, you're doing 2 things at the same time. Like, you can't beat that. I mean, you know how people say money talks? This is how money talks. Literally. This just screams efficiency right here. No one's beating this setup right here. I'm telling you, like, you can't. I mean, other dealers probably have the same hookups done, which is cool. If you have the available funds, spend the money, get these things. Now, I won't recommend it on your first trailer, like I said. But with time, the more you get, try to be as efficient as you can, because that's what's going to allow you to make more money running around solo. I mean, come on. I'm not over exaggerating right here. This is awesome. It's like I'm a little kid playing around with these gadgets, man. It's nice to have. The biggest thing I love about shopping with smaller dealers is you typically get way better prices because you're buying directly from the manufacturer compared to a dealer building a trailer as is and selling it for as much as they can. This right here is big to me. What they have done is to hide the telescopic completely. If you order usually a trailer with 2 full walls, 4 full walls, you can get this puppy right here to hide that telescopic completely, because guess what? If you load this thing down with logs to its full potential and you slam your brakes, one log will slide and destroy your telescopic, and then you're gonna be crying. But like this right here is a shield. You need this shield. So I don't know if the bigger companies will do it. Maybe they will. I'm loyal and I only shopped with them. They just been giving me such great experiences. Anything I want, they can build. Another massive, I'm gonna continue saying massive thing about shopping small. They pick up the phone. They have like 7 customer service people picking up phones. If one's on the phone, another line calls, guess what? Another customer service person is gonna pick it up. I hate shopping with the big guys. I called big techs in my area like 5 times, and finally 3 days later someone returned my call and they had no idea what a trailer is or anything like that. Like I was asking, how much does a 14K dump trailer cost? I don't know, I'll have to give you a call back. What? How can you not know how much a trailer costs? So like I didn't even go in person because I just ended up looking online, which you can do. They have prices online, but the price does not compare. This is about $3,000 cheaper than what you're gonna pay big techs, and this is probably more heavy duty. Now on to the real question. How much did I pay for this dump trailer? I'm gonna tell you guys right now, $9,000 cash. No, it wasn't $9,000 cash. I put $8,000 cash, another $1,000 on a credit card. I didn't have the full $9,000 cash. It's okay. But I got such a good deal because the dad really enjoys watching my YouTube videos. He found me on YouTube because I had a video having their dealership name in my title, and it caught his attention. And I was having problems with my trailer at the time with one of them about the hydraulic jack, manual jack. And he reached out to me, but not knowing I even had that issue going on, because I was speaking to another owner. And he was like, what? No, we're gonna cover it, man. So he ended up covering everything, and he ended up saying like, hey, when you're ready to order your next dump trailer, you let me know and I will cover your hydraulic jack on me. And I was gonna get the hydraulic jack for free. I was gonna pay for the 14-ply tires and the 7-gauge floor, because I wanted that. That was very important, and the extended ramps. I also wanted what's it called, jack stabilizer to go to the back of the trailer. I forgot to order them. But guess what? When it came time to order the trailer, he's like, man, I love your videos. No one does this for them. They like seeing real person experiences on YouTube, people talking about their trailer, no BS, nothing. I don't have a contract signed with them. They're not paying me to tell you guys all this stuff. This is just me speaking about their product from a personal experience. And they really like that. They needed someone to do this for them. That way their customer, they can find more business from them. And if like a customer has questions, they can just send them to YouTube and have a random guy talk about their product, because it looks better when a random guy's talking good about your product compared to you, the person that built it, talking good about the product. So what they did for me was like, bro, you tell me what you want on that trailer and you're gonna pay $9,000 for it. And I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, really? I really couldn't believe it. And he said, yeah. And guess what? He stood behind his word, and I got this trailer for $9,000. He sponsored me for about 50%. This trailer right here, it's a monster. It probably doesn't look like a monster on YouTube, but it's an absolute monster. It cost about $18,000 to have this built like this. I'm not sure exactly, but it's roughly $18,000 from all the math I did in my head with all the upgrades. Now I know what you guys are thinking. $18,000 is a ton of money, and I'm there with you 100%. The only people that are gonna say $18,000 is a steal are the people buying Diamond C, because they're gonna look at this trailer and be like, holy crap, that thing is cheap. I want this trailer, because they'll save thousands and thousands of dollars compared to buying a Diamond C, just because Diamond C prices, they're sky high. But that's just how they are. They have really good marketing. They can sell them for that price, and they have a better frame than pretty much any dealer out there. And that's what everyone says. I haven't, seen one in person and just checked it out, but that's what a lot of guys say. The frame is just untouchable on that trailer. They have like a special engineered something, and yeah. But for me, this right here works, and I know I wouldn't pay 18 grand for it, but down the line, who knows, maybe I would have if I could afford it. Now, don't just go out there after you see this video and buy this trailer just because it looks so cool and you want it because I have it. No, buy it only if you need it. Especially if you're a guy just starting out, and especially if you're financing. All these upgrades are awesome, guys, but if you got to pay for them, they add up, and it's just going to take much longer to pay down your debt. This hydraulic jack, it's a lifesaver. It's a beast thing. It's awesome to have. But is that $1,200? You're going to have to make more to pay it off. So you have to keep that in mind. All these upgrades, they cost extra, and I wouldn't recommend getting them on your first trailer. But on your second or third, I would. Just because it allows you to be more efficient, as I was saying. It's all about efficiency. These little things, they make a big difference. Yes, you can buy a lot of the stuff and save some money doing it yourself compared to paying the dealer to install them for you. But then you're also going to have to think that the time you're going to have to invest into it. Like John bought this tarp system, not this one exactly. He wanted an automatic tarp system for his Big Tex, which is a 8 by 4 foot wide and 20 feet long. It's a pain in the butt to tarp with the hand, he said. So he bought this, but he still hasn't installed it because he hasn't had time for months. So if you're, in my opinion, if you're going to want this and you think you're going to put it on, just order the trailer with it and let the dealer put it on OEM and just have it installed right and have it work, get the warranty. When you start installing stuff yourself, if you're not a professional at it, most likely it's not going to work right. Now, if you're a beast and you know electrical and all that stuff really good, you understand motors, you're probably going to do just fine. I know I didn't cover every single thing about this trailer. I'm just kind of doing this video with the flow, stuff I remember in my head. If I've missed something and you have a question, just comment down below and I'll answer if I can. If not, hopefully the dealer's watching this video and they can answer it for you guys. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this content, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.